RiverBender.com's live coverage of today's game is brought to you by Ace Hardware. Ace, the helpful place. Jack Schmidt Chevrolet of Wood River. If you don't know where to get the best auto deals, then you don't know Jack Schmidt. Alton Refrigeration, the first choice in quality HD TV and appliances. Quality Buick, GMC, Cadillac, serving the Riverbend for 52 years. Barry Macias, professional independent insurance agency. Roberts Ford, the value store since 1949. Gerard Fisher, American Family Insurance, all your protection under one roof. Alt Memorial Hospital, the best healthcare close to home. Tom Lane State Farm, your good neighbor agent in the Riverbend. Weber Granite City Chevrolet, Buy American. First Mid-America Credit Union, new name, same great credit union.
Hello and welcome to the East Alton Ice Arena. I'm Brendan Overton, joined by David Overton, and we're here for our 1A version of our doubleheader as the Roxana Shells host the Marquette Explorers. What do we have in store for us tonight?
Well, tonight is going to be a goal duel between Austin Gentry and Caden Anderson. Both are good goalies. Roxana has Mr. Carlisle out there that's going to definitely give them a lot of shots on goal on Austin. And then with Marquette, you have a whole line of guys out there that can put the puck in the net. And they're going to be hard. The defense is going to have to work really hard for Roxana to stop these guys tonight.
Well, you got Ethan going on Marquette, and you got Schrank. You've got a lot of guys that can skate and put the puck in the net. And if you get the puck to Silkwood, he can put the puck high on any goaltender.
Yeah, well, you got St. Peter's also there for Roxana. It can really do hail. They'll be ones to watch tonight also.
Well, it'll be an exciting game. We'll be back for the drop of the puck. You're watching hockey on RiverBender.com.
Why is Roberts Motors #1 in Ford certified pre-owned sales in the St. Louis Metro East?
Visit the 169-point inspection all our vehicles go through.
Maybe it's because we've been doing it for over 60 years.
Or is it the large selection we keep in stock at all times?
Personally, I think the answer is all the above. Stop in today and see. Nobody does pre-owned better than Roberts Motors.
Roberts Motors, your hometown dealer for over 60 years in Alton, Illinois, or on the web at RiverBender.com.
You'll find it at Mallory's Sporting Goods in Wood River. Your high school gear and sportswear? It's at Mallory's. Athletic equipment for the little tykes? You'll find it at Mallory's. How about team gear and uniforms? Or personalized gear and specialty equipment? It's at Mallory's too. You'll find it all at Mallory's Sporting Goods, just minutes from your school off of 255, right next to the Walmart complex on Vaughn Road in Wood River.
When you own a business, your loss could be your employee's loss too. That's why you should put American Family Insurance and me to work right away. I'm Gerard Fisher of American Family Insurance. I can help you design property and liability coverages that fit the needs of your specific business. Interested? Call me, Gerard Fisher, at 466-7062.
American Family Insurance.
And here we are back at the East Alton Ice Arena. We're about to drop the puck to start this game. It should be an exciting one. Caden Anderson in net for the Roxana Shells. Austin Gentry in net for the Marquette Explorers.
There's two teams that definitely want to get that W tonight for the respective teams and move on into the standings. Early in this hockey season, that's going to really weigh out for playoff times, and in the bracket. So they're going to be gunning. Both teams are going to be fighting each other for this rival hockey game.
Roxana really suffering, only having 11 players, 12 including the goalie. The face-off, one back to Ravel. Ravel chip it up, taken away by Silkwood. And it's thrown in, and it'll be touched up for offsides by Brennan St. Peter's. Face-off won by St. Peter's, back to Ravel. She'll chip it up to Carlisle. Carlisle around Verity, tries to get it up. Hale a shot, and it's a good save there by Gentry. It's in front of the net. It's kicked out by a defender. It was on the line. Great job there, and Harder gets past Carlisle, throws it in deep. Ravel behind the net, chips it out in front. St. Peter's loses a glove after getting hit. Has the puck, gets hit by Schrank at the blue line. And Verity back for Marquette. Gives it to Schrank. Schrank around St. Peter's. Schrank will bring it in. At the point, shot on Anderson. And she'll cover up.
Well, I tell you what, Roxana had a good chance of scoring on that first one. I couldn't believe that. You had one goalie there, then another guy came. You had two goalies there and stopped that puck, and it almost went in. So Marquette's going to have to really bear down on this Roxana team.
Richards behind his own net, tries to get it up to Hale. It'll go all the way down for Carlisle. St. Peter's tips it ahead. He's got Carlisle, far side. Can't get it to him, broken up by Ethan Goen. And it'll come out to center ice for Richards. Richards will give it up to Carlisle. Carlisle will slow up the pace, centers it to St. Peter's, broken up by Goen in the slot. St. Peter's gets it back. Cordy tries to break it up. Pass goes over to Carlisle. Couldn't get it. Goes back to Hale at the high slot. Now Royce will chip it in. Was behind the net for Carlisle, goes out in front. Now Cordy gets it on the rebound. Sends it up far side. Richards a big hit. Cordy gives it to Goen in the slot. Goen looking for a pass. Nobody's there. Gets hit by Hale. He'll send it down for a Marquette player behind the net. And the net goes down to Becker. Lipka was able to keep it in. And it's cleared out by Harris. Icing is waved off. Goen will get it along the far side boards. Gets it by White. Goen. And the Roxana in. Goen a shot. It'll go wide, glove side. And another shot. Couldn't get enough on it. Shipped in front. Nobody there. Karpunky with a turnaround. Whiffs on it. And Roxana's able to clear.
Roxana's looking good. So far, they've got 3 shots.
Karpunky will bring it in. Gerson almost offside. Leaves it for Gonzalez. Now Verity. Verity down low. Gets around Ravel. Now Verity in the slot. Shot gloved by Anderson. Good save there, Verity. A lot of magic down there low, and Anderson able to glove that shot.
Looked like a Wayne Gretzky out there, the way he was taking that puck and moving it around. Got that shot off.
Gonzalez will win it back to Verity. Verity at the point, a shot. Broken up in front. Garrison can't get it in. Gonzalez bumps off Robin. Will get it to Verity, who kicks it in. Schrank at the point. A shot. Low. Anderson, a save. Garrison can't put it home. So a couple of good saves there by Anderson.
Roxana needs to get that puck out. They're allowing Marquette to have too many shots as they're not getting it out of the zone.
And a face-off win there by St. Peter's. Royce will chip it up. It's held in by Verity. It's down low for Royce. Tries to get it up to Carlisle, broken up by Karpunky. Gonzalez in the high slot, gets a shot off, it goes wide right. Now St. Peter's. St. Peter's gets past Verity. Couldn't come up with it, lost the puck, and Marquette's able to clear. Royce will throw it off the boards. Verity breaks it up. Verity down in the corner behind his own net, gets checked by St. Peter's. Dumoulin throws it around. Robine, a shot on net. St. Peter's tries to stuff it home, and able to chip it out was Schrank. Royce throws it off the boards. Carlisle's there. Sends it behind the net for Schrank. Able to hold it in as Royce chips it off the glass. Robine will hold it in. Now comes to Carlisle, broken up by Karpunke, and they're going the other way with it. Dumoulin will chip it ahead. Robine along the near side boards. If to St. Peter's. Tries to get up to Carlisle. Didn't see it. Now Hale. Hale has it at the top of the circle. Broken up by Goen. St. Peter's takes it away from Goen. And it's loose along the far side boards. Hale can't get it in. Comes all the way back to Ravel. Ravel will give it up to Carlisle. Can't get to it, and Lipka is able to clear. Now Richards off the boards to Carlisle. Carlisle looking for Hale. Sends it too far out in front. Broken up. Hit there by Silkwood. Silkwood can't get to the puck. Hale chips it ahead for Carlisle along the near side boards. Carlisle at the high point. Chips it in. St. Peter's in front of the net. Can't put it home. Goes behind the net. Going. Since it tries to give it up to Silkwood. It's broken up by Carlisle. St. Peter's in front of the net. Easy shot on Gentry. Will just cover it up for a whistle.
I'll tell you, it's been an action-packed game here today. They see a lot of checking going on here. The teams both playing with their guts tonight. Got, shots on goal are about even, and it's just back and forth. Very good game starting out here tonight.
Well, Roxana playing with a lot of fire. They really need a win tonight. Playing with a very high level of intensity in this game. Little confusion on the bench. Silkwood will come off, take the face-off. Puck comes back to Schrank. Schrank will throw it high off the glass and get it out. Now Silkwood. Silkwood brings it in. It's broken up by White. Comes to center. Verity will throw it at the net. Big rebound, Schrank. He scores! Schrank on the rebound from the circle. Puts it high over the glove side of Anderson. It's a 1-0 lead for Marquette.
Well, that was all on a rebound there. The shot came right to Caden. And then right there at the top of the circle, that rebound came out. Put it right at the top shelf there. Got right over Caden Anderson.
At Jack Schmidt Chevrolet in Wood River, we make car buying a breeze. A member of our sales team will assist you in selecting the perfect new or GM certified pre-owned vehicle, and we back it up with our guaranteed price policy. Our commitment to you continues after the sale with genuine Goodwrench service. So if you don't know where to get the best deal on quality vehicles and service,
You don't know Jack Schmidt in Wood River, Illinois.
Compare a well-equipped Lexus ES to a well-equipped Buick LaCrosse. Get inside each and see what you find. If perfection is what you pursue, this might just change your course. Meet the new class of world class. The 2010 LaCrosse from Buick. May the best car win.
There's a long pass. It looks like it's going to be overthrown. Oh, the receiver dashes under the ball and makes the catch. Touchdown!
Where did he get that extra burst of speed? That off-season training really paid off.
Alton Memorial Hospital's Human Motion Institute Sports Performance helps athletes maximize their potential and improve their game. With sports performance training, you'll leap higher, run faster, and throw farther. Learn more at altonmemorialhospital.org. Human Motion Institute Sports Performance, building better athletes.
That's a tough one.
Comes back to the point. Robine shifted off the boards, tries to get it up to White. Now Verity. Gets broken up by White. It's down in front. White a shot. Harris can't get the rebound and put it home. Now Harder. Harder in the zone. Shot goes wide right. Off the glove of Anderson. Chips ahead for Harder. Verity will keep it in. Verity around Harris. Verity down low in the corner. He'll chip it back in. Royce and Silkwood there. Silkwood to Cronin. Cronin centers it. Anderson can't get it covered. Harder tried to get a centering pass. Nobody was there. Now Harder behind the net, looking for somebody. Shot! And it goes wide. Cronin behind the net gives it off to Harder. Harder to the slot to Schrank. It gets tipped, and he scores! It got tipped, went off Anderson's leg, and Anthony Silkwood was able to just chip that in on the wide open left side.
Marquette really had a lot of control on that shift. They were playing back behind the net. They played the boards very good. They looked for the open places, took the shots, and that's why the puck went in there.
And now going the other way for Marquette, going in deep. He's around Anderson, but loses the puck, and the net comes off. Despite the 2 goals there by Marquette, Roxana is really playing an up-tempo, really tough game so far. Just Marquette is able to get a lot of pressure on Anderson when they have the puck.
Roxana has to stop that pressure. They're going to have to bear down if they want to get content of this game.
It'll go down low for Goen. Goen chips it ahead for Corty. Now Becker. Becker has it along the near side boards, tries to center it, broken up by Richards. And Carlisle will try and tip it off for St. Peter's. Can't get to it, and Ravel will throw it in. Was behind the net for Goen. St. Peter's is there. Goen will give it up to Corty. And now Ravel in her own zone. Chip it ahead. Goen. The puck is loose along the boards. Goen comes away with it. Goes near the far side boards. Hale with a shot. It goes off the handle of the stick of Gentry. Now a centering pass to St. Peter's. Couldn't get enough on it. Now Carlisle loses the puck. Centers it to Hale. Can't get a shot off. And Goen's going the other way. Becker on the high slot shot blocker. Saved by Anderson. Gets hit by Richards. And a penalty is being called. It looks like it'll be against both teams. Richards of Roxana and Becker of Marquette.
Roxana had a good scoring chance on that last one. They got a couple shots on goal there. They just missed by a little bit, having somebody right there in the middle of the net to put that in. It's on the other side. Roxana's coming at them.
Well, the story of tonight's game so far is Roxana unable to come up with the loose puck. Puck comes back to Royce, gets boarded, and Gonzalez will be called on the charge.
Boarding, maybe? Elbowing.
Yeah. No, this is different penalty. So Gonzalez will go into the box. So that'll be a power play for Roxana. And Gonzalez gets called for boarding. Puck went over to Carlisle. Tries to get it up to Hale. It'll go all the way down to Gentry. We'll leave it for Verity.
Roxana needs to put pressure on it. They're losing it right here.
It comes in deep. Shot from the high slot. Tipped ahead by Anderson. Ooh, a very scary play there by Anderson to chip that ahead. Carlisle. He's got Hale on the far side. Stops. Gives it to Robine. Robine just chips it in. It goes behind the net. St. Peter's gives it off and gets hit. Hale tries to get it to St. Peter's. Gets broken up. He'll go down into the corner. Big hit on Schrank by Hale. And that'll clear.
A lot of checking here tonight. Roxana needs to get that puck up and make this opportunity work with the 1:05 left on the power play.
Robine will chip it ahead for Hale. Can't come up with it, and Schrank will throw it high off the glass and out of play. 56 seconds left on this power play. Roxana really needs to bear down and get some offense started.
They're able to get in, but they need to get that puck. They need to get some more shots on goal and make sure that Marquette doesn't get any shots on Caden Anderson here on this power play.
Comes in, going, gets around one defender. He brings it into the Roxana zone. Nice little toe drag. Is in on the defensive shot. Turned away by Anderson. Lipka will throw it in. It comes back. Going keeps it in. Chips it off the boards. Ravel able to clear. Comes up to Hale. Hale can't keep it. Now Going brings it back in. Going tries to get around Ravel. Brings her down with him. And there's a penalty, high stick against Roxana.
We're seeing a lot of penalties early in this game.
Very physical game so far.
They're coming at each other, hard. Both these teams want this win pretty badly, and they're putting a lot of force in this game.
Roxana penalty number 24, Jacob Carlisle, 2 minutes for high stick.
So they'll play 4-on-4 for 22 seconds, and then after that there'll be an extended power play for the Marquette Explorers. Puck comes back to Ravel, throws it off the boards. Lipka will hold it in. Lipka will throw it at the net. Caden was ready for it, right at her chest.
Roxana's got 12 seconds on this power play. They need to make something work, and quick.
Face-off win there for Roxana. They're down deep. Finally, Harris able to get it out. The penalty for Marquette is now over, so that means they have a power play now. And out of the box, Silkwood comes, gets it ahead and gets a hit on Ravel, but loses the puck. And Ravel's able to clear. Lipka in his own zone. Lipka now at center ice, tries to get it up to Silkwood. Ravel unable to clear. Horn tries to get it in, broken up by Harris. Ravel tries to clear, Going keeps it in. Going along the boards, shugs off a check, throws it to center. Horn can't get a shot off. Good defense there by Royce to get over there and stop Horn from getting a shot. And Caden Anderson covers up the loose puck.
It's going to be interesting to see how Marquette does here with 56 seconds on their power play and how much pressure they're going to put on Caden here now that they're in the Roxana zone.
Well, there's just 37 seconds left in this first period. Puck comes back to Schrank. He'll give it over to Verity. Verity, a shot, goes too high over the glove side and off the glass. Cronin along the boards, centers it to Going. And it gets covered up by Anderson. Nice save. I thought that was going to go in.
It looked like it went one way, and then she had to go the other way to get that puck, and she didn't overcommit. She stayed right there and went one way, went to the other, and she was right there with the glove.
Silkwood will take the face-off against St. Peter's. It's 1 to Harder. Harder gets past Richards, loses the puck. It'll come over to Cronin. Cronin leaves it behind the net. Now Roxana able to clear it. St. Peter's. St. Peter's will chip it ahead. Gets hit by Schrank. Verity down in the corner. And that'll do it for the first period here at the East Alton Ice Arena. The Marquette Explorers leading a very physical game, 2-0. Well, you're watching hockey on RiverBender.com.
In today's economy, everyone's looking for an encouraging sign. That's exactly what you'll find right here at my State Farm office in Bethalto. I'm Tom Lane, and for 86 years, State Farm agents like me have been helping you protect the things that matter most. That's why more people trust State Farm, and why we consider that a very good sign.
Call Tom Lane State Farm office in Bethalto at 377-8912 or go to tomlaneagency.net.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Red or black, silver or gold, new or used. At First Mid-America Credit Union, they know options are important to you. That's why they've made relationships with local dealerships where you'll receive all the extras with First Mid-America Credit Union's low rates and financing done on the spot. All you have to do is decide what you want. Your car, Our loans, they're made for each other. www.1stmidamerica.org or call 618-258-3168 to speak to a representative. From its birth in 1931 on Broadway in Alton to its new home on Homer Adams Parkway, welcome to Alton Refrigeration and Home Furnishings. Alton Refrigeration and Home Furnishings earned its outstanding customer service reputation in servicing major appliance brands such as Maytag, Whirlpool, KitchenAid, Frigidaire, Samsung, and more. When you think about it, Alton Refrigeration is about providing you with years of comfortable living with worry-free brand name products.
And we're back at the East Alton Ice Arena. We're about to drop the puck for the second period. 2-0 lead for the Marquette Explorers, and they have a power play for just 18 seconds. Schrank will chip it in behind the Roxana net. Horn is there. He'll send it behind the net. Royce tries to clear. Verity will hold it in. It's behind the net, loose. Marquette has it, centers it. Nobody was there. Schrank has it at the point. Down low for Becker. Centers it to Cordy. And what a save by Anderson, able to cover up.
Roxana was able to kill that power play. That was very effective for him there.
Anderson moving to her left on that one-timer from Becker to Cordy through the middle. Nice save. Royce sends it up to Carlisle. Carlisle chips it ahead to St. Peter's. He's in on a breakaway. St. Peter's for it back in is poked away by Gentry. Great job. Now City scores! Carlisle on the pass from St. Peter's, and it's 2-1.
It's good when you're at the right place at the right time. He took the shot. Even though he got the poke check on him, Carlisle was right there and took that rebound and put it right where he was supposed to. Excellent shot by Carlisle there.
It started out with a breakaway by St. Peter's. Good poke check by Gentry. St. Peter's able to get it back and center it to Carlisle for a nice goal.
Good things happen when you go to the net.
So that'll make it 2-1 here early in the second period. Roxana right back in this game. Face-off won by Gonzalez. Back to Goen. Goen loses the puck. Carlisle has it. Looking for Hale. And it gets broken up in front by Schrank. Gets hit. And Gonzalez with it now to Gerson. St. Peter's breaks it up. Roxana playing with a very high, much higher intensity here in this second period after getting that goal. It gets tipped in down low. Schrank behind his own net. Tries to clear. Richards can't hold it in. Ravel is there, and she'll throw it right back in behind the Marquette net.
Roxana did a great job getting back for them coming up. They could have had a break there.
Ravel chip it right back in. And it's sent up to Karpunky. Hale loses it, can't get it to Carlisle, and he'll just chip it in. Carlisle has the puck along the boards. Up to Ravel at the point. Ravel brings it into the high slot, whiffs on it. St. Peter's shot gets broken up by Karpunky. No, that's Gerson. Now it comes to... Oh, Carlisle gets it. Another shot. He scores! Carlisle, a second of the game, ties it with 9:59 left in the second period. 2-2.
Jacob Carlisle was right there in the slot, was in the open position, took one shot, found an open place, and put it right up top there. Good positioning by Carlisle, good passing by Roxana.
Marquette unable to clear there as Gentry did all he can do, stopping his, and he was all the way on his right, couldn't get back to get that goal by Carlisle. He had to stop a handful of shots. Verity back in his own zone. He'll take it out himself. He's in center ice, bringing it into Roxana's zone. Verity on a breakaway for him, back in, he scores! Just like that, Marquette will take the lead 3-2.
It looked like it's going to be a Carlisle-Verity night tonight. They both got 2 goals here. It's going to be interesting to see who's going to stop who in the rest of the game. These boys are really battling it out with each other.
I'll grab the birthday cake. You bring the gift, if you're sure she's ready. She's 16, honey, and she's earned a set of keys.
She's studied and practiced, I know, but it's a big responsibility.
When you have a teen driver, it's good to know that Madison Mutual has the insurance coverage you need.
She's ready, and so are we. I talked to our Madison Mutual agent.
Call Barry Macias, your local independent insurance agent, at 467-2874.
The more life changes, the more you need Madison Mutual.
Ace Hardware in Bethalto is your helpful place. It's where you'll find more than 70,000 items in the store and even more online. It's where the people know how to solve your problems. It's where top brands like Benjamin Moore, Still, and Craftsman make your jobs go smoothly and with confidence. It's where hot buys sizzle each and every week. Ace Hardware in Bethalto is more than helpful. They save you time and money too.
Face off goes into Roxana's end. It'll go down low for Robin. And it's back behind the net. Horn tries to center it. Schrank throws it at the net. Dublin behind the net. It's broken up by Royce. Royce chips it ahead for Harris. Verity in his own end. Verity through center. Gets around Robin. Verity, another shot and a good save there by Anderson. Verity with another breakaway. White unable to clear. Chipped back in to Selby. It'll go behind the net for Royce. Royce around the boards. Back to get it is Verity. Verity to Schrank. Gives it back to Verity, can't get it to it, and Robin tries to chip it out. Now White. White will send it up to Carlisle. Carlisle centers it. Robin. Now St. Peter's shot, and Gentry able to get the leg there. Good save by Gentry. Roxana fans not liking the blown whistle as Carlisle took that puck out of Gentry's glove and would have had a wide open net.
Well, the good thing about Roxana is they had 2 or 3 guys there right in front of the goal. They were trying to chip that in, and any goal's a good goal. And Roxana's definitely trying to get it. Gentry did a heck of a job stopping that puck.
Face off, one back to Richards. Harder takes the puck away from him. Now Silkwood. Silkwood in on Revelle. Silkwood a shot. It goes wide left. It'll come back to Goen. Goen will chip it in. Richards has it behind the net. Richards able to clear, and Goen will get the puck back in his own zone. Goen along the boards, gets checked by St. Peter's. It'll come out. Hale gets it off the glass. Cronin gets around St. Peter's. Puts it back in. Carlisle takes it from Cronin. Now Carlisle's taking it the other way. He's through center ice. He'll just throw it, gain center, and dump. St. Peter's a shot, and it went off the shoulder of Gentry. Carlisle tries to get around it. Lipko will chip it up to Silkwood. Can't get to it. And Revelle able to clear. A battle for the puck along the near side boards. St. Peter's can't clear. Becker almost on a break, and it gets broken up by St. Peter's. Richards has the puck at center. Gives it off to Carlisle. Carlisle looking for a lane. Just dumps it in.
A lot of tight checking here in this period between these 2 teams.
Carlisle has it at the point. He'll throw it down low. Going behind the net. Going. Will give it off to Becker. Tries to get it to Cordy. Can't get to him. Hale will throw it in. St. Peter's low. Going. Has it. Taken away by Hale. Going will get it back. Robin back in his own end off the dump by Goen. Robin tries to get around a player. Becker will hold it in. Cordy centers it. And it goes in off the stick of Mitchell Royce. Anderson was expecting the puck to go through the slot for the one-timer, and Royce chipped it in with his own stick.
Well, it had one of them bouncing pucks, and anytime I know any goalies out there, you get a bouncing puck, and sometimes them are hard because of the timing, and that's exactly what happened there. She was ready for the puck to go up higher, and I think it made a bad bounce, and it got back behind Caden Anderson.
You'll find it at Mallory's. Mallory's Sporting Goods in Wood River. Your high school gear and sportswear? It's at Mallory's. Athletic equipment for the little tykes? You'll find it at Mallory's. How about team gear and uniforms? Or personalized gear and specialty equipment? It's at Mallory's too. You'll find it all at Mallory's Sporting Goods, just minutes from your school off of 255, right next to the Walmart complex on Vaughn Road in Wood River.
Everybody's saying buy American, but not me. I just want you to come drive American. Come out today and see for yourself. No one has a more impressive selection of vehicles than Ford. Whether it's a Focus, Fusion, Escape, Edge, F-150, or any other Ford product, no one can beat Ford's quality. Not Toyota, not Honda, not anybody.
Roberts Motors, your hometown dealer for over 60 years, just off Route 3 or Highway 67 in Alton, or at RiverBender.com.
When you own a business, your loss could be your employee's loss too. That's why you should put American Family Insurance and me to work right away. I'm Gerard Fisher of American Family Insurance. I can help you design property and liability coverages that fit the needs of your specific business. Interested? Call me, Gerard Fisher, at 466-7062.
American Family Insurance.
This defense for the Roxana Shells is going to have to bear down as Marquette gets back their 2-point lead after Roxana was able to tie it. It'll come up along the board for Marquette. He'll bring it in, loses the puck near the blue line. Robine unable to clear. It'll come back to him on the dump in by Verity. There will be a penalty. There'll be a cross check. Couldn't see on who. And it'll be against Marquette. Well, cross check against Marquette. They'll have Roxana will have a 2-minute power play.
Well, this is going to be a blessing for Roxana. They're down right now. Marquette has 22 shots. Roxana has 13. This is a good way to get this team started and boosted.
Puck goes back to Schrank. Schrank will give it up to Verity. Back to Schrank. Now Verity. Verity through center. Verity around Robine. Verity will stop, slow it down. Looking for Schrank. Goes around a defender, throws it low for Gonzalez. Marquette a lot of pressure on the penalty kill. Now Karpunky down low. Chips it ahead. Robine behind the net. Off the boards. Gonzalez is there for Marquette. Gonzalez gets hit. Now he's back behind. Looking for a pass. Gives it to Verity. He'll throw it right back to Gonzalez. Gonzalez low. Gives it off to Verity. Verity looking for the wraparound. It wasn't there. Another shot. He scores! The wraparound by Verity came out on the rebound for Gonzalez, who put it right past the blocker side of Anderson, and now it's a 5-2 lead for Marquette.
That was a shorthanded goal by Marquette. Marquette kept the puck in good inside the Roxana zone, and Roxana needs to find a way to start getting that puck out of their zone and start putting pressure on Gentry.
Hale throws it in deep. Carlisle down to get it. Lipka falls but able to chip it up. Ravel, center ice, chips it in for Hale. Down to get it is Lipka. Lipka around the boards. Centers it to Hale. It gets chipped out. And Ravel will get it. Richards throws it into Marquette's end. Lipka behind the net. Hands it off to Goen. Goen will just dump it. And there's just 20 seconds left and the Marquette penalty. Richards will send it up for Hale. Can't come up with it. And now Lipka gives it off to Goen. Goen in his own zone. Tries to get it up to Dublin. And Carlisle brings it in. Now St. Peter's' shot gets turned away. Hale was there, couldn't get a stick on it. Ravel chips it towards the net. Carlisle centering pass to St. Peter's. Ravel can't hold it in on the clearing attempt by Marquette. Horn stops the pass to Hale. Now Horn has it in the corner and Roxana's in. Horn centering pass. St. Peter's has it, chips it ahead. Lipka with a shot is turned away by Anderson. Garrison will throw it down low, and Ravel will chip it out, and that'll be icing.
The penalty's
against
over,
the Shells.
Well, Roxana didn't have an effective power play there. They got in a couple times. I didn't see much pressure on Gentry there. Roxana's going to have to change that around. Coming in with 3:04 left in the second period.
At Jack Schmidt Chevrolet in Wood River, we make car buying a breeze. A member of our sales team will assist you in selecting the perfect new or GM certified pre-owned vehicle, and we back it up with our guaranteed price policy. Our commitment to you continues after the sale with genuine Goodwrench service. So if you don't know where to get the best deal on quality vehicles and service,
You don't know Jack Schmidt in Wood River, Illinois.
whether you're planning for home improvement projects, family vacations, college tuition, or consolidating credit card debt, use your home for what you need. At First Mid-America Credit Union, they offer home equity loans and lines of credit that can lower your costs. For more information, visit www.1stmidamerica.org or call 618-258-3168 to speak to a First Mid-America Credit Union representative.
There's a long pass. It looks like it's going to be overthrown. Oh, the receiver dashes under the ball and makes the catch. Touchdown!
Where did he get that extra burst of speed? That off-season training really paid off.
Alton Memorial Hospital's Human Motion Institute Sports Performance helps athletes maximize their potential and improve their game. With sports performance training, you'll leap higher, run faster, and throw farther. Learn more at altonmemorialhospital.org. Human Motion Institute Sports Performance, building better athletes.
Good face-off win there by Carlisle. Gets past Schrank. He's got Verity to beat. Can't get past him, Verity with a nice defensive play. Robine in his own end. Looking for some offense for his team. Carlisle down low. Carlisle in the high slot. Looking for a shot. Oh, he hands it off to Stephanie White, who couldn't get a stick on it. Now Verity's going the other way. Gets poked away by Royce. Verity now in the high slot, and good little toe drag. Loses it. Gets it back. Comes down behind the net for Selby. Selby chips it ahead. Royce gives it up to White, who's able to clear.
Dangerous thing is having Verity hanging out at that slot position. The defensemen are going to have to watch him in the slot and getting in towards Caden Anderson.
Robine stops the rush. Fighting for the puck. Now Robine in St. Peter's. They lose it. St. Peter's chips it ahead for Robine. Now Verity has it.
Roxana wants an elbowing for on that one there. Looked like it could have went either way.
It's dumped in, and that'll be icing against the Marquette Explorers. Just a minute and a half left in the second period, and Roxana is really going to have to get fired up like they were early in this game.
Well, they're playing exciting hockey. They're coming at them. They're really they're working hard. They just need to start getting more shots on goal. They need to start getting inside the Marquette zone. Marquette's really coming after them, and Caden is being tested quite a bit so far with 25 shots.
Another icing call against Marquette, and right you are. It just seems like Roxana started to die there a little bit after Marquette starting to get a couple of goals. They need to get something to fire them back up. They need a goal here quick.
Well, it seems like that last shot on goal really broke the hearts of the Shells, and they need to find themselves back again because they're playing with them.
The shot gets turned away, and now it's down in the corner. St. Peter's in front. Hale tries to put it home. Another shot. It gets broken up, comes back to the slot. Richards a shot, and it gets turned away. Some excitement down in the Marquette end.
Roxana really putting the pressure on there.
Just down in front. Unable to clear. Ravel holds it in. Now Hale. Hale can't get a shot off. Broken up by Goen. Hale takes it away. Now Verity. Verity up to Cordy. Cordy back to Becker. Can't get it in. The puck is still loose out in front, and they'll blow it dead. Caden had it under her pad.
I thought there was going to be a skirmish there in front of the net, the way he had both teams there, about everybody right there in front of the net. Luckily, Caden got a hand on it and was able to stop that puck.
If you go back to the other end of the ice, Roxana starting to get some offense generated here.
They had 4 or 5 good shots there, and I really thought on that point, coming up and taking that slap shot, that was going to go in. Roxana had looked like they had a lot of control there.
And Caden Anderson will cover up for another face-off. Yeah, if Richards would have got that on net, it just seemed to go just wide of Gentry's blocker side. As the puck comes back to Verity, a shot turned away by Anderson. Puck still loose, and Anderson able to cover up.
Roxana needs to get this pressure out of their zone. So far, Marquette's coming right back on them. They're not stopping or slowing down on their rushes here, Roxana.
Carlisle, good job to get something generous. He's up ahead, gets the puck past Verity, and it's down low. Tries to get it to Robine. Now Gonzalez has it. Shoves off a hit by Robine. Gonzalez centers it, and it gets turned away. And chipped out by Carlisle. Verity will take it back to his own zone, and that'll do it for the second period here at the East Alton Ice Arena. It's 5-2 in favor of the Marquette Explorers. You're watching hockey on RiverBender.com.
In today's economy, everyone's looking for an encouraging sign. That's exactly what you'll find right here at my State Farm office in Bethalto. I'm Tom Lane, and for 86 years, State Farm agents like me have been helping you protect the things that matter most. That's why more people trust State Farm, and why we consider that a very good sign.
Call Tom Lane State Farm office in Bethalto at 377-8912 or go to tomlaneagency.net.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Compare a well-equipped Lexus ES to a well-equipped Buick LaCrosse. Get inside each and see what you find. If perfection is what you pursue, this might just change your course. Meet the new class of world class. The 2010 LaCrosse from Buick. May the best car win.
From its birth in 1931 on Broadway in Alton to its new home on Homer Adams Parkway, welcome to Alton Refrigeration and Home Furnishings. Alton Refrigeration and Home Furnishings earned its outstanding customer service reputation in servicing major appliance brands such as Maytag, Whirlpool, KitchenAid, Frigidaire, Samsung, and more. When you think about it, Alton Refrigeration is about providing you with years of comfortable living with worry-free brand name products.
Face off, won by Marquette. They'll go off the boards. Bringing it in. Tries to get a shot off. Gets broken up by Richards. Richards will throw him into the net, and it'll come off.
That was a hard check. It went, put it right into the goal there. Knocked the prongs off the goal. The physicalness hasn't stopped here, in this game. It's still continuing. I'm sure we're going to see it to the end.
Gonzalez back to Goen, who takes a shot. It goes wide. Ravel tries to clear, held in by Lipka. Karpunky, is it back to Lipka? Now it gets shipped in. Harris of Roxana tries to get it out to Carlisle. Gets broken up. Now Carlisle has it. Carlisle. Good move there, but Goen stands him up in the slot. Carlisle gets a hit on Goen, and there will be a penalty called. Cross check. And it looks like it'll be against Harris of the Roxana Shells. No. Gonzalez of Marquette. So Roxana with a power play here.
The penalties are going to keep coming as these guys keep getting chippy out here like it has. Oh, that first period there was a lot. Slowed down a little bit.
I thought that Roxana touched that up, but it was Marquette that touched up, and they got the penalty. Puck comes out for Ravel. Roxana really needs to get something started here on this power play as Goen brings it in. Roxana's in. Goen centers it, and it gets broken up by St. Peter's. Looks like St. Peter's was held, but it'll come back into Horn. Horn gets hit by Richards.
That was monstrous.
And they're going to call him, looks like, for head contact.
That was a hit right there. It was illegal, but I mean, Richards is a big guy. I mean, he come in, ball forced there, and boy, that was monstrous.
Well, that'll do it for Roxana's big chance there with the power play. So we'll have 4-on-4 wide open hockey. St. Peter's gets stood up by Schrank. Now Ravel loses the puck to Horn. We'll come back to Goen. Carlisle gets it up to Horn. Now Schrank down low, shot on Anderson, and she makes a save.
You notice there was 3 on no right there. There was 2 guys standing right there, and another Marquette Explorer coming there on the other side. Roxana was very lucky there.
Lucky that Schrank just put that right in the chest of Anderson, having another player on the far side. Verity will keep that in, gets it taken away. Hale will chip it off the boards to himself. Verity will take it away. Verity behind his own net. Ravel can't hold it in. Big hit by Carlisle on Horn, and Horn is down.
That right there should be on ESPN tonight. My gosh. That's what you call a center
and
ice
Horn
hit.
is hurt. And we'll be back on RiverBender. You're watching hockey on RiverBender.com.
Ace Hardware in Bethalto is your helpful place. It's where you'll find more than 70,000 items in the store and even more online. It's where the people know how to solve your problems. It's where top brands like Benjamin Moore, Still, and Craftsman make your jobs go smoothly and with confidence. It's where hot buys sizzle each and every week. Ace Hardware in Bethalto is more than helpful. They save you time and money too.
I'll grab the birthday cake. You bring the gift, if you're sure she's ready.
She's 16, honey, and she's earned a set of keys.
She's studied and practiced, I know, but it's a big responsibility.
When you have a teen driver, it's good to know that Madison Mutual has the insurance coverage you need.
She's ready, and so are we. I talked to our Madison Mutual agent.
Call Barry Macias, your local independent insurance agent, at 467-2874.
The more life changes, the more you need Madison Mutual.
And we're back at the East Alton Ice Arena. The injury to Horn, he had to be helped off the ice. But Carlisle, with very good sportsmanship, came over and made sure he was okay. The puck will come back to Carlisle, and he'll throw it in deep. Now St. Peter's. St. Peter's gets past a couple people, taken up by Schrank. Now Carlisle chips it ahead for St. Peter's, and they got a 2-on-0. St. Peter's leads it back for Carlisle, loses the puck. Now Carlisle will take a shot, and a good save there by Gentry.
I think he fed it to him with a little bit
too late.
A little bit too late. Yeah, he didn't have much on that right there. I sure hope that got hit is doing okay. I know that was a monstrous hit.
It just shows you the physicality of this game so far, and you saw it there at the end of the play.
I wonder if ESPN covers RiverBender. Think.
Comes back. Now Harder. Harder in across the blue line. Throws it in deep. Has it behind the net. Tries to center it to Silkwood. Gets broken up. Harder with a big hit. Down low. And Carlisle will send it up. Going now. Going to Harder. Robine will get it and chip it back out. Now Gonzalez out of the box. That makes about a 10-second power play for Marquette. Going. Gets a run a defender. Nice play, but can't get the backhand. Runs into the net, and he's not too happy about that. He knew he had a wide open net for a goal.
Roxana needs to start getting on the offensive side. They need to start getting a little more shots on goal. Right now it's 18-32. Going, boy, that was a heck of a play. He come in there, he had a break, and Kane was able to close it. Didn't find any place to put it, and couldn't get it in there.
Puck will come back to Royce, who sends it ahead. Richards coming out of the box. White will change out for him. Goes in deep for Ravel. Ravel loses the puck. Silkwood has it behind the net. He gets thrown out in front, and Anderson able to cover up on the rebound.
Harder was right there on the doorstep on that one.
Very scary there for Roxana, losing the puck behind the net to Silkwood. Becker will win the faceoff against Carlisle. It goes back behind the net. Royce will get a check. It gets centered out. Cordy will put it in. They score. Loose puck. Just chips it in. Looked like it went 5-hole on Anderson. And Cordy gets a goal. So now it's 6-2 in the third period.
Well, Marquette, they can't right back there behind the net, trying to find the open guy on either side of the slot or inside where the goal area was. They found it, and they put it right in.
Carlisle chips it ahead, gets taken away by Schrank. And a hit by Richards, and he'll be called.
Roxana's starting to take a lot of penalties here. This game continues to get chippy.
Richards sounded like he didn't like that call.
Roxana's going to have a hard time now. They got to defend this power play here with 8:20 left in the third period.
Puck will go down into the corner for Carlisle. Carlisle is centered around the boards. It gets stopped. Now White able to clear. It'll come out to Verity at center. Verity in his own zone. Sends it up to Becker. Becker down low. He's broken up by White. Becker gets it back along the far side boards. Now Schrank at the point. Takes it in. Gets a shot off and is broken up in front. Roxana able to clear. Verity gets it behind his own net. We'll send it back to Schrank. Schrank sends it up. Now Royce able to chip it back out. Schrank around Harris. Down in the corner. Good little move there to get past White. Has it in the high slot. Shot. He scores! Schrank just throws it at the net. Able to get it past the glove side of Anderson. And that's 7-2.
It looks like Marquette's starting to overpower. They're bringing everything to Roxana. Roxana can't seem to get the puck out of their zone. Roxana's going to have to bear down. Keep guys out of the penalty box. Start getting the puck in their zone and start getting some shots on Gentry.
Face off won by St. Peter's, comes back to Robine. Robine stops. He gets a big check on him from Gonzalez. And Marquette able to clear. Karpunky has it in deep. Loses the puck to Ravel. Gets it back. Centers it. Broken up by Robine. Will throw it off the boards. Comes back to Schrank. Schrank cross eyes to Verity. And it'll hit Wallace for offsides.
Well, Roxana's getting closer there. They're going to have to find a way to get more shots, maybe do a little bit of dumping or something. Marquette, they'll probably start playing their defensive mode kind of hockey here as they're getting late into the third period. It's 6:36 left.
Going behind the net. Gives it ahead. There looks like there will be a hook against Roxana. Going, brings it in deep. Gentry's off for the extra attacker. Lipka will throw it down, and Robine will touch up. And there will be a hook against St. Peter's of Roxana. Roxana can't seem to stay out of the box this game. And it's really affected them in the shot column and, of course, the score.
Oh, yeah, Roxana stayed with them the whole game. They've had a good plan here coming into this game and looked pretty good. And the penalty box isn't working for them here tonight.
Chip back to Going, shot on net. And it's turned away by Anderson. Going can't keep it in. Lipka will throw it back. Carlisle with the long dump. Going. Chips it ahead. Now Hale has it behind the net. Tries to get it up to Carlisle. Hits it off the net. Now Carlisle has it along the boards. Carlisle on the high slot. Gives it up to Hale. Hale just puts it back behind the net. And Going chips it ahead. Going. Tries to get it far side to Selby. Robine off Selby. And Robine able to put it back in. Lipka behind his own net. 5.5 minutes left in this game.
Marquette slowing the puck down. Trying to take control of it. Bringing it slowly up. Trying to run that clock down a little bit.
Carlisle chips it ahead. Lipka gets it back and he'll dump it in. Royce down deep. Unable to clear. Centering pass broken up by Royce. Royce and Carlisle. Royce just throws it at the net to Gentry. We'll leave it for Going. Going off the boards. Tried to leave it ahead. Now Carlisle brings it in. Just gets an easy shot on net. Turned away by Gentry. Goes behind the net to Going. 4.5 minutes left in the game. It'll come cross ice to Silkwood. Silkwood will bring it in. Silkwood gets stood up by Royce. Gets the puck back. Pass to Harder. He scores! What a play by Silkwood to Harder. Gets the backhand after the hit by Royce, and Harder's just standing there on the doorstep.
Well, I tell you what, Harder, he seen what was going on. He's a smart kid. He was right there. Seen him coming to the other side, just camped over the other side of the net. Nobody was there. Took the pass, and he took a hard shot right there. That was an excellent shot by Adam Harder. Very smart playing right there by Adam.
Harder will get the puck back, and he'll just throw it in deep. Gets past Richards, no icing. Comes back to Harder. Harder to Cronin, and it gets broken up. Carlisle going the other way. Chips it ahead. Back to get it is Schrank. Schrank gets hit by St. Peter's down low. Ravel can't hold it in. No, she does hold it in. Carlisle up to St. Peter's, down low, all alone. Shot, and it's turned away. Now Verity. Verity with some speed. Takes it to the high slot. A shot, and it's turned away by Anderson. Puck along the near side boards. Verity has it. Checked by St. Peter's. Puck's loose. Cronin centers it to Schrank. Loses the puck. It's down in the corner. 3.5 left in this 8-2 lead by Marquette. Cronin has it down low. Tries to center it. Ravel is there, and she'll clear. Verity will take it all the way back into his own end to try and buy time. Sends it up to Becker. Puck's loose. Ravel chips it up to White. White sends it back, and Cordy gives it off. Comes up for Becker. Richards able to get it out. A battle for the puck with Harris. Harris able to get it out. Verity behind the net. Sends it up now. White puts it back in, gets hit. Verity will chip it ahead for Goen. Going in over past the blue line. A shot comes back into Goen, and he shoots just wide on the rebound. White's able to clear, and Cordy will get it. Cordy will give it back to Lipka. Lipka will dump it ahead. Now Hale. Hale can't get past Lipka, neither can Harris. And that gets chipped ahead. Tried to get it off to Cordy, gets broken up by Hale. And now Harris will dump it off the boards. Gentry will stop it with just over 2 minutes left in the game. Go ahead, he scores! Wow! Stephanie White breaks it up in front from Goen, and it'll go right between the legs of Austin Gentry.
That was good forechecking right there. That was about the best that it gets. He got the puck. He was trying to bring it up. Marquette made a mistake. Don't go in front of the net, in front of your goal to move the puck. They're right there. Put the puck in the net. That was textbook right there. Any coach would love to see that in their player.
Of all people, Ethan Goen making the Cardinal sin of skating right in front of his own net with a forecheck. Now Gonzalez will bring it in low. Gonzalez gets a shot off, and it's gloved by Anderson.
It's going to be interesting if Roxana pulls Caden. See if they're going to get an extra attack and try to score another goal here.
With 5 down, you can't really expect to pull your goalie, but you never know. It might happen. Schrank has it back in his own end. Tries to give it up to Karpunky. Gets broken up by Carlisle. Tries to give it off to Levi Wallace. Wallace will dump it in. Dodges a hit from Gonzalez. Down low. Oh, a big hit by St. Peter's.
That was in the back.
A hit from behind and a boarding. That's a very, very, very dangerous hit by Brendan St. Peter's.
There's been dangerous hits all night here. You know, Roxana's throwing them. Marquette's throwing them. Very physical game here tonight. Very exciting game tonight. Even though it's an 8-3 game, we're seeing a lot of action with both teams here.
So Roxana will finish the game shorthanded as Carlisle gets up there, and it gets broken up. Now Verity coming the other way. He's got Karpunky on the near side. Verity, a shot, goes well wide to the glove side. Now Carlisle can't get it past Gonzalez, and Karpunky will get it back. Verity in the high slot. He tries to get around Richards, broken up. A shot by Gonzalez right into the chest of Anderson.
I like how Verity, when he came in with that puck, he kept it behind him, toe grabbed it a little bit. Tried to get the shot off where the goalie couldn't see it. That was excellent work by Verity.
Marquette has doubled Roxana's shots, 42-21. This really shows on the score as we're down to just under a minute left in this game. Goen will hand it off to Verity. Verity will slowly skate up the ice to center. He'll gain center and dump it in. 40 seconds left. Richards will get it down in the corner. It's tipped ahead, and Anderson will cover up and stop the clock.
Right now, Marquette, they're just taking the puck slow, not making any mistakes. They've got the big lead here. They're just going to throw it in. Allow their guys touch it up a little bit and come out with a win here with 34 seconds.
Carlisle has it. He wants to get another goal here to possibly get it a little bit closer. Going along the boards down into the corner. Now behind the net. Checked by Trevor, keeps the puck. Trevor Hale can't get him off the puck. Comes back to Dylan. Now Goen has it in front. He shot. He scores! Goen with a big goal. And a little bit of taunting there after that one.
Just went right around the circle. Looked right, come right in there, right through the middle, and threw it one way. Had Cade going one way, he went the other and went right in.
Anderson was a little bit deep in the net on that shot. But that'll make it 9-3 with just 10 seconds left in the game. Puck comes back to Selby. Tip it up to Schrank. Schrank around the boards. And that'll do it here at the East Alton Ice Arena. The Marquette Explorers just defeated the Roxana Shells 9-3. We'll be right back. You're watching hockey on RiverBender.com.
Ragusa drops to throw. Now lets it go deep down the left sideline. He's got top, and he makes a dandy catch.
Here's another steal by Bradley. Lumpkins all alone. He lays it in from Tony.
Yeah! Woo!
The Oilers center ice. 13 has it. Oh, a shot a little bit wide. Oilers keep it in the zone.
And we're back at the East Alton Ice Arena, where Marquette just defeated the Roxana Shells 9-3, where at the beginning it looked like this game might be close from beginning to end.
Well, I tell you what, Roxana, Marquette, you see about the first half of the game, it was back and forth. And then penalties start happening with Roxana. That fourth goal that Marquette scored when it was a 4-2 game, I think it kind of brought Roxana down. From that time out, there was a lot of penalties, and you got to give it to Marquette. They come out, they played hard, they worked hard. Gentry played a heck of a game, and they put a lot more shots on goal than what Roxana did.
You can't blame the goaltending of Roxana as Marquette was all over in their offensive zone, and Roxana was unable to keep up with them, keep up with their offense.
It was a very exciting game. It was from start to finish. It was high checking, high adrenaline game. These guys wanted it bad. They worked real hard, and sometimes I think in a game like this, sometimes it goes a little bit too far, and penalties start occurring. But very exciting, just like all the games here on RiverBender Hockey, and we do appreciate RiverBender for doing this for hockey, and we hope that we have many people to watch our TV or thing here program.
Well, an exciting game from beginning to end. Roxana coming out hitting a lot in this game because they really needed this win, coming out big odds against Marquette, and was unable to get the win. It was an exciting game here. We'll see you next time. You've been watching hockey on RiverBender.com.
RiverBender.com's live coverage of today's game is brought to you by Ace Hardware. Ace, the helpful place. Jack Schmidt Chevrolet of Wood River. If you don't know where to get the best auto deals, then you don't know Jack Schmidt. Alton Refrigeration, the first choice in quality HD TV and appliances. Quality Buick, GMC, Cadillac, serving the Riverbend for 52 years. Barry Macias, professional independent insurance agents. Roberts Ford, the value store since 1949. Gerard Fisher, American Family Insurance, all your protection under one roof. Alt Memorial Hospital, the best healthcare close to home. Tom Lane State Farm, your good neighbor agent in the Riverbend. Weber Granite City Chevrolet, Buy American. First Mid-America Credit Union, new name, same great credit union.